currently can't look at the screen. There are spoilers. So I'm actually not in control right now.
Nope, I have the controller.
Ah,
And
now.
I'm keeping it for a little while, too.
Oh, no.
So, welcome to Act 2.
Hello.
Quickly jump right to the Courageous. And right to
Oh
the
my
one of the
God.
best songs in the
The
game.
music. Yeah. I was just going to say, I know this song because I listen to it constantly.
I had to catch myself, because it's not the best song in the game.
Oh, but it's pretty darn close, though.
For 2 reasons. So here we are. When we left off, we had just, had a massive showdown with, every important person in the game.
Yeah. Okay,
Thanks for all
bye.
you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Okay.
Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my awakening.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
Stop losing.
You suck, Awakener.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh?
Oh yeah, remember him? He's back.
Yeah, you're alive.
Constant presence, Prince Oliver.
All manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you. Really.
He is legitimately relieved, and the answer is he would have lost.
Yeah, he would have been destroyed.
He could sort of beat Crow pretty well one-on-one with his ogre form. We know Crow mops him in an Azure Knight battle.
Yeah.
McBurn probably also mops him no matter what form he takes.
Probably.
And then there's everybody else who was still on that ship.
Yep, it would have been bad.
And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
Look at this cast.
I was going to say, we're huge.
Yeah. And there's a bike in the background, too.
Hey, Bike, you're a party member, too.
Vroom, vroom.
We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, all right?
True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do.
Yes, we do.
We must talk with everyone.
Some kissing up to do. I mean,
I'd like to follow Rean's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them.
he likes rose petals. It's one of his things.
Okay.
Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Well,
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Well, it's probably not impossible.
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information. But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
yeah, we ain't done yet.
Yeah.
Rean!
We saw the intro.
Toa! George! I thought I
Hi,
heard your
guys.
voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel. So you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Rean.
First time.
That's true.
Gotta get in the names.
Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Everyone does that. They don't even give me a proper hug. They just like put their hands on my chest.
Yeah, right on your boobs.
My
thing you're-
wonderful man boobs.
Apparently,
yes.
if you're a guy, that's fine. We're sensitive too, ladies.
Yeah, come on now.
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
Well, you know, in and out of a coma, in and out of Alliance capture, it does seem like a bit of a busy month.
Just
Yes.
a bit. Just a bit.
Yes.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I?
And a heartbreaker.
Yes, that too.
Sorry,
Never
Toa.
not.
But I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista, and it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die. And you didn't. We still need to work on that one. But I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
See? Rean's a guy you can count on.
Chubby boy.
That is such a mean descriptor.
Well,
There couldn't have been any other words like smart or
did you remember his last
Nice
name
to
was
see you're
Gnome?
holding up
No.
okay.
I didn't.
did they even confirm his last name in the first game?
I think once,
Okay.
and only once.
Still can't
It's not
believe you
great.
made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... Well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George.
Now hug him.
But how'd you two end
Yes.
up on the Courageous to begin with?
Guys can hug.
Sure.
It's totally
We'll bring you up
fine.
to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready.
Okay.
So where are we gonna hide? We're in a giant airship. They might be able to track us. We should try to chillax somewhere. If anywhere.
Well, outside of the Panzergruel, I don't know that there are very many ships in this world that can compete with the Courageous. So if we avoid the Panzergruel, I don't think anything else is going to be able to outgun us.
Well, that's true.
The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arcade, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
You did?
I hope he's still alright.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Van Dyke will be fine.
Probably. He is a monster, as I recall.
Yeah, we don't talk about that much.
By the way, what happened to Major Vander?
Yes.
Oh, your bodyguard guy.
Mm-hmm. And best friend.
Yes.
You are always joined at the hip.
Ah, alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Erebonia. They're working with your former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
All right. Another person.
Yeah, that dude that did the thing that I forgot.
The Manway method.
Yes, that.
Him too? So he's over in the West now.
I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm Sutherland Province.
Yarms!
Arms! We gotta kill that guy and his family.
Okay.
Let's make that a top priority.
First
Stat.
priority. Just land the airship on him.
Yeah, I think that's effective.
Along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire Province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Erebonia.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage. On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
That's terrible.
I'd heard as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the West is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves.
It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really.
Yes, the question that was interrupted.
Yeah, that one.
We haven't actually answered it yet.
With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Rean was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
Music, no.
There it goes.
Notice that Celine is not dotting.
No.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this, a part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction for Erebonia as a whole.
That was wonderful, Rean.
Yeah, cool speech, bro.
It's all you do, really.
He's good at it.
Yeah, he is.
Still,
Everyone, dude,
we
you
aren't
agree?
all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
You bet.
I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can. And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Rean said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
What a pain.
What a pain.
Confirmed sloth.
No biggie. We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Rean's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Damn.
Oh, wow. It's catching on.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve.
Heart.
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thor's has something to bring to the table. Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
The words of Dreichel's the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too, and they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand, Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction.
Music again.
Dang it. All the songs I like are leaving.
Bye.
But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you.
Oh.
Woo, that's some responsibility. We're gonna crash, like, immediately.
That's a lot of money and a lot of responsibility.
I don't know about that, guys. I know we're
From here on
smart,
out,
but...
the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
I don't know how to fly it.
I get to tell it to go wherever I want? Okay, that's cool.
What?
What? Oh, that was a
Say
voice delivery.
Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
We were talking about how perhaps Amir would not be the best home base
Yeah, it's true. It's
For-
been raided like twice.
for a few reasons, and that was before it got
Yeah.
raided by every single bad guy. So,
but I'm sad now. We don't get our cool hot springs anymore.
Well.
We had it for like a day.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, but
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Wow.
Yeah?
That's a lot.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we've got the courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the guild could come up with a plan this wild.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the guild's members handle things, yourself included.
Yeah, and some other guild members.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know. A couple of the Brights and
Yep.
some other folks. Scheherazade, perhaps.
I remember her.
Oh,
And the Brights, of course, because they're the best.
Sure.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well.
It's your new prison.
Round
The ship
2.
is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular.
Yeah.
It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alphen Rysei Arnor, will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions. So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We are truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
yeah, seriously.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the courageous.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's it. That's the sentence.
That's all you need.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
So, some things change. We go
Just
from
a bit.
the pits to actually holding our own and perhaps at least having some control over the ogre power, as Blue Blanc so fondly loves to call it.
I hate it. I'm still sticking with Super Saiyan.
And then we rise up, and we apparently have control of the perhaps second most important airship in all of Erebonia.
This is fine. We are definitely qualified for this.
The bare minimum of instructions on how to operate this
Yep, we're definitely qualified.
floating Scrooge McDuck vault that should not crash, or the Emperor will kill us.
Oh no. This song.
Yeah, right back to the song. We're going to hear quite a bit of it.
Yay! I'm so excited. I was expecting this song to play like at the end of the game, but here we are, halfway
Nope.
through.
Midway point as things change dramatically. And we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
And you have not seen the full scope of that yet.
No.
This is just one major piece.
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations.
We knew this was coming.
Yep, we did.
Transfer of hat.
Yep.
Giant bow on her back and her hair.
I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
Give me that Heimdall music.
Yeah.
Bye, voices.
It's a perfect fit. It's good though because we can hear the music.
Sure. Dramatic hat putting on music. Vikarntar said conveniently explains why this fits.
That's a good point, actually. I was like, wow, it looks really good on her.
Mm-hmm. You know, I like his scruffy hair, but I also kind of miss him having the hat.
Yeah, me too.
It was just kind of funny on him. He's like, I don't give a damn.
He's like, yeah, I'm cool. I can pull this off, no problem.
All right, Captain Toa plushies. Here we go.
Yep, this is fine. And of course, Alphin's on board.
Sure. Yes, they are.
Yep.
They'll never stop, and the more you show, the more they're going to keep doing it.
It's true.
It's true of Olivier back in the day, too. The more people listen to his teasing, the more he teases. I would love it if, like, the first thing that happens is she puts that hat on as we crash.
Whoosh. Ah!
So, we noticed that these people seem to be heading off.
No. Bye, guys.
This is part of why it was nice to take one of them for each of the, like, main chapters in the first arc, because they're all heading out.
Yeah.
We have a full party now, though, so... And the West could use their help.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, music. No.
Right in the middle of Claire's speech.
Aw, Trista, we still haven't been back there yet.
No.
It's probably on fire.
Could be. Goodbye, second best girl. Claire, I mean.
I will miss.
not-
I was gonna tell
Sharon's up
Sharon
there,
I
but-
missed her tea time, but yeah, no, Claire's cool.
Back to the Rhinfords.
Yep.
Doesn't sound shady at all. Oh my.
No, I'm just imagining her sounding like a serial killer all the time.
She is.
I mean, that's kind of true. Who knows what she did as part of the Ouroboros group? Could have been bad stuff.
You know it.
Who was Miles? Was he the guy with the glasses in Legram? Or no, is that someone else?
That's someone else.
Okay, I have no idea then.
No, it might be.
I don't remember.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Get all stiff. All right, peace.
Bye.
Oh,
Rean, I'd like you to accept this.
What? What thing?
is it your heart?
I mean,
Because
sure.
maybe.
I
Yeah,
hope that
maybe.
it will prove to be of some use to you in the challenges ahead.
Accessory.
It is a heart, kind of.
So if you get to rank 3 with at least one of these 3 temporary party members, they give you either a version of their accessory or something that's like along the lines of what they would use.
Oh, that's cool.
You can't get Toval's exactly. It's a lesser version, so it's...
Oh. I was
But-
going to say, dang.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Even so, I believe she's the only one we got to 3. Sharon might have, but it's whoever's highest if there's multiple.
I see. Okay.
You needn't thank me. I just did what I felt was right. I wish you all the best in the future. Not as a member of the RMP, but as a graduate of Thor's military academy.
Milliam ships it.
She sure does.
It's not the first time.
No.
Maki's Nani?
Of course she does.
Of course.
Oh, no.
Sarah and Claire are not best friends, so maybe even she's a
No.
little jelly. Damn.
Gold star.
Well then, it's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now. Chin up, Alphin. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
I miss them already.
Me too. We had such a big group for a second. It was awesome.
It was too much.
It was a lot.
We only have 4 party members. We can't go that crazy.
Yeah.
How could we possibly have that many people hovering around?
Yeah, that'd be nuts. But we haven't crashed yet, so hooray.
Explodes.
Just so we
They're
see
all
smoke rising
horrified.
up in the
There they
distance.
You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Well, well, are we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates unite.
That is like breaking news. I don't think we know that before now, unless
Oh.
it comes up on something on the side in the first game.
Oh, that's cool.
But Claire's mentioned it a couple times, but apparently Oliver is also from there.
I'll be in
Neato.
touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The old guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant.
It's actually a tradition for the royal family. We'll learn more about it later.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of the old guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
Was he now?
A divisive gentleman.
Yes, truly.
There he is, and there he is with a
and
hole in
a
him.
hole in his chest. That was not a good day for
He and I
him.
may have had our differences, but I still feel a certain loss with his passing. I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him. But there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
Captain?
Music.
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Disappeared, you say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
A disappearing corpse is certainly cause for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond the grave. He had so many plots in motion, I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
We faded to black just for that one line.
Okay. Interesting.
But what would they want with his corpse?
Indeed, what would they want with his corpse? It's a little weird.
Teabag it.
No.
Turin Arabonia 1.
Oh.
Okay, happy music.
Oh, okay. I'm getting great sea vibes. I like it, but we're in the sky, so.
Whoa, that person sat down right as the thing loaded.
Oh.
Every now and then people load into the scene like that, and you're just like, okay, assume the position. It's like, shouldn't you already be in the position?
Yeah, right?
All right, 300 swoosh.
That's a term.
Sure.
Yep.
Nothing on the radar.
I mean, we're a giant red airship. It's a
Sure.
good thing we have cloud cover.
I mean, she was rather versatile in the first game.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, it is.
Indeed, here we go.
Let's fade to last night.
Ooh, flashback. Oh, now I'm at the front of the table. Snap.
All right, let's talk about what we discussed. So, Toa and George, we do have a capable leader and a capable engineer.
It's good.
Maybe one of the most capable engineers in the country.
True.
Yeah, so we have like a nice mission statement, but what does that action actually entail?
Yeah.
No.
That'd be bad. That's asking. That's asking for trouble.
Yeah, and while this is a pretty well, like, armored ship, you can't just, like, take on a whole bunch of guns from the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other issue. Eastern Erebonia, kind of a dumpster fire.
Yeah. Although, isn't Western worse?
Yeah. Sarah, you kids just do whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Do you want a new mom, Laura?
Here you go.
Courtsmanship. Not swordsmanship. We're not going to see it on this playthrough, even though we would normally see it, because unless you change your mind, it'll be with Laura at the end of this game. But
Yeah.
the achievement for having her be your like romantic interest in this game is called the Arcade School of Courtmanship.
Oh, that's really funny.
So they double down on the joke. I already had the trophy for that, though, because I took Laura, so there will be no trophy on screen. So Sarah, happy to help out, but she's going to let us decide our course and not, like, lead us as she was in the past.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. All right, so what's the overall goal? How you gonna do it?
Makes sense.
Okay. This is true. And even a glowy old schoolhouse didn't stop us, by God.
Exactly. We destroyed it. And everything inside. There's a genocide in there.
Hopefully that's the thing that's definitely on fire in Trista.
Yes, specifically the school.
This is the thing I do, is that even when tasks seem too daunting or too plentiful or too many in number, it's like you just gotta start taking things out. You gotta pick something, focus it down, and you can take it off the list, and the list just gets smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have any word whatsoever about what's going on there, and have not since the beginning of the game.
Nope. Like at all.
Other than the fact that everybody else escaped safely.
Mm-hmm. Let's go save our school, guys.
This is true.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, then. That's our academy. Dibs.
Yep.
No.
That's gonna probably be bad.
It'll be bumpy. Hee. This line has more importance than you might know. Of course, there was a scene in the intro.
Interesting.
This is very much talking in just vaguely outside of game terms.
Yeah.
It's not your primary objective, but, you know.
But you might want to do this thing on the side, you
maybe
know?
These might actually all count as little bits of AP as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and also
Yeah.
it opens up facilities.
Yeah. How convenient.
Interesting. We'll get into that more in a minute. All right, keep an eye out for all the people wearing uniforms. That won't be that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bare bones crew. What if they all abandon ship, though?
Every single one of them.
This is being run by children.
Oh my god!
I am out. Let me just mansplain this real quick.
Yeah, that's what we do, because we're mess.
Take back the academy is the main goal. Do what we can around the countryside in the meantime. Also find Thor students.